Gentlemen, if you could just humor me and entertain this yap session, I would appreciate that. Taylor Swift has been talked about a whole lot this NFL season. Obviously, she's dating Travis Kelce. NFL fans are obscenely pissed off about it. And I know this is not a popular opinion, but I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it.
I'm fed up with this world.
NFL fans act like the only thing that is shown on any broadcast, the only thing that's ever posted on Instagram is Taylor Swift. And that's just not true. Now, I'll be honest, I don't like Taylor Swift, I don't like her music, and I obviously want to see football. So when Taylor Swift pops up, you know, whatever, it's not exactly the content I'm looking for, but I just think the reaction from people is outrageous. So I just combed the NFL's last 100 posts on Instagram, okay? And out of their last 100 posts, there is exactly one Taylor Swift post. Now, I understand earlier in the season they were posting her a little bit more, but I am talking about literally one out of 100 posts on the NFL Instagram is Taylor Swift. Let's take a look at the comments here. The way Taylor points at Trav. Now, I'll admit, this is cringy as fuck. Like, I wouldn't personally post this. This is stupid. But holy shit. Are we just like toxic, horrible people?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'd rather see what LeBron had for breakfast. 19,000 likes. It's actually pretty funny, not gonna lie. I thought you guys were done, bro. No way we're still doing this. Y'all are really trying to drag this Taylor Swift thing. Football season is over. This, by the way, I think this is the worst argument ever. You realize this is the NFL's Instagram? We're like a week or two removed from the Super Bowl. Of course, they're still posting shit that happened at the Super Bowl. Why are we fucking shocked by that? More Taylor Swift posts, please. I love reading comments of annoyed football fans. As a Niners fan, I'm just about ready to kill myself. Dude, it's been 2 weeks almost. Please stop. This is the comment that I don't get. I get just joking and memeing around, whatever. What do you think the NFL is gonna fucking post? This is the NFL Instagram. You consciously follow the National Football League. Football season is over. Do you think they're gonna take a hiatus? Do you think they're gonna stop posting? And quite frankly, Taylor Swift is not shown that much and she's not posted that much. This is one post out of 100. Why are we acting like she gets every other post? She doesn't. Same thing with at the Super Bowl. Taylor Swift was shown on camera for 55 total seconds during CBS's Super Bowl 58 broadcast. The pop star graced the screen a total of 11 times, meaning the appearances last an average of 5 seconds each. It's a 4-hour broadcast. You spend more time literally waiting for the quarterback to snap the ball. I just feel like the reaction to all this Taylor Swift shit, there's just no way people are this fucking miserable. How can you hate this much? By the way, I know that I'm gonna get fucking cooked for this. I understand I'm gonna get cooked for this. NFL fans look so bitch-made when I read the comments on everything, bro. They're so toxic, so sad, always so negative. I'm just shocked by it. I don't need to explain this to anyone, but the NFL obviously wants to bring in a bigger female audience because it's a predominantly male sport. Taylor Swift is the most famous woman on earth, and she's dating one of the best tight ends in the league. Is it really a shocker to anyone that she is getting posted? You know who I think actually did a really good job covering this? Colin Coward. I don't really go to Colin Coward for too much. His daughter's certainly hot. He had a really good take on this.
If women like sports too, I don't care if they're dating a player. Who cares? You know, I've always felt this about sports. Hey, man, you're a casual. I'm a sportscaster. I'm a casual. Outside of the NFL, I'm a casual. I love my life. I like my sports. And I try to bring that perspective every day.
Damn. He just spoke to me, bro. That's exactly how I fucking feel. Dude, it is so true, though. You know how at Lakers games, there's always celeb bro, and it's always so cool? And then the minute, like, fucking Taylor Swift gets involved, it's the end of the fucking world. Like, I want to be so clear about this. I do not like Taylor Swift. I don't like her music. I couldn't give a shit. It ends there. I just don't give a shit. I know she's the most famous woman on earth. Of course, it makes sense that she's going to get shown on the broadcast every once in a while. Why are we so miserable? Why are we so fucking miserable as sports fans? I'm at the Super Bowl, and there's this, like, drunk 50-year-old behind me. And every single time Patrick Mahomes throws the ball, he goes, "Oh, Taylor Swift, oh!" And he would say it every fucking time, and he would let out this laugh, hoping that his friends would laugh with him, and it was so fucking cringy. I'm just... What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? By the way, that definitely plays into my opinion on this. Literally sitting there listening to this guy never shut the fuck up. Like, he spent the entire Super Bowl talking about Taylor Swift. And it made me think of every single Instagram comment I see every single day. I need to continue with this Cowherd thing, but you get my point. I know I'm fucking yapping, but holy shit.
There's a lot of really weird, lonely, insecure men out there. The fact that a pop star, the world's biggest pop star, is dating a star tight end who had one of his greatest games ever, and a network puts them on the air briefly, that it bothers you, what does that say about your life? Judge people sometimes on the silly stuff that bothers them. It'll tell you a lot about them. When I hear this whole thing about Taylor Swift, I just want to watch football. Liar. You're lying. That's not true. A football telecast is not just football.
And it never has been.
Commercials for 4 hours before the Super Bowl will be widely watched. Did you know statistically in a 3.5-hour NFL playoff broadcast or regular season broadcast,
come on
just
me.
18 minutes are actual football. And we have the data, we have the numbers. You don't turn away. There's coaches cutaways. They show fans in Buffalo on fire. Commercials, reviews, 18 minutes of real football. For the record, about the length of 5 Taylor Swift songs. Listen to this. The New York Times measured how long she was actually on the broadcast. Do you know how long it is on average? 25 seconds in 3.5 hours.
All right, now I will give credit to fans here. She was previously on average 25 seconds, 55 seconds at the Super Bowl. That's more than half of what she used to be. So if you were already pissed off about seeing Taylor Swift, you were like fucking double pissed off at the Super Bowl. But it went from a marginal number to a marginal number. It was 25 seconds, it was 55 seconds.
Against the Ravens, it was up to a whopping 32 seconds. It was 14 Chiefs and Raiders on Christmas, 12 Chiefs and Bengals, 24 seconds, Buffalo, Kansas City. She was on for a minute against the Dolphins, but it was an absolutely awful broadcast. They should have had a concert in the middle of it. That would have been more interesting. And why wouldn't CBS, which you know has the Grammys, cross-promote the world's biggest pop star? Hey, listen, I worked at the other network. I work at Fox. I've seen us jam people on TV shows I would never watch during football games and sporting events. Don't forget to watch this right after the game. I've already forgot about it. Let's get back to the game.
Well, roasted.
Here's the other thing that strikes me. Matthew McConaughey. All right. Love him.
Bro, Coward.
Drake on everything. Spike Lee, Knicks games. Eminem, Michigan sporting events. We celebrated. Jack Nicholson Laker games is cool. But a talented and beautiful woman.
I don't know if we have to go the woman route here. I feel like to some extent it's because she's a woman, but moreover, I think it's who her audience is. You know, like Drake is like rap fans encapsulate everybody, right? Taylor Swift's fans, like her actual fans, are exclusively like annoying white girls. I understand the counter argument to this though. I do want to say that there are very few football fans who are already Taylor Swift fans. There is no cross-pollination. Spike Lee, Jack Nicholson, Matthew McConaughey. There are many Texas football fans who already really like Matthew McConaughey. So of course you are going to get a better reception. And there are a lot of women who would get a better reception than Taylor Swift. I don't agree with the point that the NFL fans just hate Taylor Swift because she's a woman. I think it has to do with her audience, and the music she makes literally does not cross with the NFL at all. Like, they're almost opposites. So I don't know. I don't want to just, like, Colin Coward's just throwing out the woman card, like, oh, NFL fans are miserable and they just are insecure and they hate women. That is partially true, but you got to remember that the average Taylor Swift fan is a 13-year-old white girl, and 13-year-old white girls are so fucking annoying. So there's an argument to be made.
Yeah, one who would never pay attention to lonely men, and it bothers them. There's a stat out there, it's kind of uncomfortable for you sad guys, that 50% of men never have real intimacy with a woman. That means the other 50%.
You know what's crazy? 100% of you watching this will never have intimacy with a real woman. That's crazier.
Have multiple intimate relationships with women. And those ones that don't are angry and sad and lonely, and they are often misogynistic and resent women who didn't give them the time they think they deserve.
Counter argument, Colin Coward. My body counts in the triple digits, and I still hit women. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, I don't think that that's true.
We celebrate all these goofballs jumping on tables in Buffalo and cheese hats and men and Matthew McConaughey and Drake and Jack Nicholson, men and Eminem, and it's cool, and can I get a selfie, and I can't believe I saw. And a young, attractive, beautiful, talented woman comes on for 25 seconds, and you're bothered. Again, judge people by the...
He's cooking your ass. If you're one of those people in those comments being a toxic, miserable little fuck, he's cooking your ass. The only thing I'll retract from his comment is the same thing I said before. I don't necessarily think it's just because she's a beautiful woman. I think there are many beautiful women that would have been received much better by NFL fans. Taylor Swift is like the quintessential annoying. Like, I'm sorry, but she is. You do have to acknowledge that too. When your fan base is 13-year-old white girls and they're obnoxious as fuck on your behalf, that is the culture that you have built. I think Colin Coward does an absolutely spectacular job of summing this up. The way people talk about it is as if Taylor Swift's the only thing you see. That is absolutely not true whatsoever. Many celebrities are talked about 24/7 during other sporting events, but when it's celebrities that people generally like, nobody bitches about it. When you see Drake all the time on All-Star Weekend, when you see Jack Nicholson, like he mentioned, anytime Shaq shows up somewhere, they constantly show him on the screen. Matthew McConaughey gets crazy screen time on Texas games. But those people are just generally better liked by the consensus of people than Taylor Swift is. Taylor Swift is polarizing because she has this rabid young girl audience, and she probably has a very, very minor male audience, whereas the NFL is the polar opposite of that. So I understand that people don't like Taylor Swift, but I agree that people are just miserable. The way they talk about this is fucking sad and exaggerated and ridiculous. I don't know how this video is going to get received. I'm either going to get shit on or you guys are going to know what I'm saying. I don't fucking know. Either way, yap session over. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.